Express, we are taking a look at us making headlines on the dailies this morning, and on the front page of the Sunday Nation this morning, the headlines still there. The numbers question. The Electoral Commission still on the spot about the actual turnout of Thursday's poll. Confusion in the figures released as it races against time to tally the final result. And as we wait for those results, of course, a lot of politics is still being seen in the play in the country. Honorable Passaris, what is the way forward? Wafula Chebukati only has 2 days constitutionally to announce the president. Really, Raila Odinga says he'll announce the way forward after the president has been announced. What does this mean for the country?
First of all, today is Sunday. I think we need to pray for him. We need to pray for him because he's a man under siege. We know that he is basically under a lot of pressure. So for me, I think today my Sunday is dedicated to praying for him so that he comes in and calls it as it is. We talk about free, fair, credible elections, and it starts right from our electoral bill, the funding bill. When it comes to funding, we fund the parties that are in office already, the ones that have so much more money. You have all these other 7 candidates, all right, that were in the race. Okay, let's say 6 because Raila Amolo Odinga had withdrawn from the race, even though he features on all the television stations. Those 7 candidates could not afford to employ agents across the entire country. So the only agents that were in any station were Jubilee agents. The only presiding officers and returning officers that were there were those that I'm sure in the background, they influenced the hiring of those presiding officers and returning officers. Unfortunately, we have lacked integrity. And I keep saying that much as we quote God and say God wants this and God doesn't want this, I know the wrath of God will come down on Kenya, because every Kenyan who votes on tribal lines, who doesn't understand the issues, who doesn't want to vote because of doing away with corruption, inclusivity, the poverty. Look at the classrooms that most of the people went to vote. It's a shame that our children go to those classrooms. All I can say is when they kicked out the media, when we saw what happened in Kandara, when we talk about having a list and knowing who didn't vote and going for them, all I can tell you is we do not have a free, fair, credible process. I didn't hear anything about observers. The media were being kicked out and not allowed to take photographs. So whatever Chebukati is looking at Bomas is what has been sent to him. All right, so it's been put into the CAMS kit, it's been forwarded to him, he verifies it there. It is exactly what Jubilee wants to say these are the numbers. All right, now the next thing they want is call it, swear us in. And you can see the pressure they've been putting on him. Oh, he wants to resign. He doesn't want to swear us in. We want to change the electoral laws so that anyone can swear us in. I mean, we have done this wrong. For me, it is not important for you to be a president. It is important for you to leave a legacy where you have kept a country united and you have won with everybody saying, you know what, he won. And if this election was actually a free, fair, credible process and Raila Odinga lost, I know the man, he would say thank you. But what he's trying to do, if nothing else, let us clean up the IEBC. But it's not just the IEBC, it's you and I. It's the presiding officer, the returning officer. It is also empowering. Those presidential candidates, none of them had agents. None of them. But you will see, they will actually come back now and say, we accept the results. Why? Because money has changed hands. And when money changes hands for the wrong reasons, God's wrath comes to you.